So when I started my home inspection business, I had no construction knowledge, no trades knowledge, and I didn't know a single realtor in my area to refer me business to. So you may ask yourself, why would I start a business where I was at such a disadvantage? And the answer was because I found that a home inspection business had or required the least amount of startup capital and ongoing operating costs. Now, the mistake I made early on was that I did not seek out a mentor or maybe research far enough into how to start the business and how to operate it from a practical running standpoint. And so even though I got technically trained in it, which is really the easy part of learning how to become a home inspector, that certainly wasn't the right path. And so after I started my business, very quickly, within 6 months, I had to go back to full-time employment because I thought when I started and got trained that I would be able to do it full-time. But that was a fallacy, a weak part of my thinking that caused me to fail early on. And so as I look back on that initial startup phase of my career as a home inspector, I see that where I failed was that I did not have a mentor to explain to me how to start my business correctly, how to start it so that it's up and running in the quickest time frame and with the least amount of ongoing and upfront startup costs. So I ended up starting and stopping several different low-cost types of businesses like multi-level marketing, mail order businesses, utility bill auditing, bi-weekly mortgage systems. And so I didn't make a dime out of any one of those. And one day I realized, or I came across the information about the home inspection industry, which wasn't new to me because I had hired home inspectors before as I moved around the country in my manufacturing job. And I was aware of what the industry was, what they did, but I didn't realize how lucrative it was. And I didn't realize how easily one could get started in it because of the simple fact that you can operate it out of your home. You have an education requirement that doesn't require you to go to college or to go and spend $10,000 to get trained. And the startup and overhead costs were very, very low. And the home inspection industry lends itself to be a very perfect setup for most people who don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in some kind of business or are dependent on working paycheck to paycheck and just can't seem to be able to escape the rat race. This business offers a way out. If I was able to take that path, then certainly you are. The nice thing about the home inspection industry is that it can't be outsourced to a low-cost producing country. It can't be replaced by technology. It can't be replaced by a large corporation with low wage earning employees. It can't be replaced by government workers, local, state, or federal. This type of work needs boots on the ground inspectors for at least the next 50 years. If for some reason residential buyers and occupiers of single-family homes aren't able to purchase because of whatever type of economic calamity befalls us, what happens is you have investors from around the world who want to come in and buy the distressed properties in your area. And they need home inspectors, and you start working for them. So it almost balances out that way, and makes me believe that once you're up and running, there's not a whole lot of things that can derail you. And so, a few things that I like about what I do as a home inspector is that, of course, I'm my own boss. I work for myself. I answer to myself. I set my own schedule. I don't have to get up to an alarm clock. I don't have to, in fact, I don't fear or dread Sunday nights knowing that I have to get up and go to work at a job I don't like, because I love my job. The home inspection business, industry, profession is a interesting profession, because not every house that you go to inspect is the same as the house before. And so because of that, there's a variety to our work. You don't fall into a routine of doing the same old thing. You get to interact with all kinds of different people. In this industry, at least in my area, we interact with everybody who is perhaps maybe a first-time homeowner who is just starting a family, or is a first-time homeowner because they finally were able to afford a house and later in life, all the way up through every professional person that you can imagine, up to people buying $1 million houses. And so that strata of the population that you get to interact with is pretty cool, in my opinion. Gives you a very interesting perspective of your community. And I will tell you, it's much more fun to talk about your home inspection exploits at a cocktail party than your day job that you're working at right now. I can guarantee you that. Now, again, I realize that not everybody is suitable to this type of work. You know, if you can't walk on a roof or crawl in an attic or feel comfortable in learning how to take off an electrical panel to inspect the wiring, and if you're not comfortable in meeting new people, speaking to new people, explaining to new people what you're finding, not comfortable in, carrying on a conversation with someone that you just met, then, maybe this type of work isn't suited for you. And if it is, and you're looking for a change, you're looking to become financially independent, you're looking for a way to do that without betting the farm, then this could be for you. And so here's your opportunity.